Hey guys, Andy Rosenfarb here. So I want to talk to you a little bit today about what is holistic ophthalmology. This came up in one of my groups. We were talking about some subjects and in this whole idea of how the whole body relates to these eye conditions. And somebody's asking about the holistic process. So I decided that was a really, really good conversation for us to have. So I want to dive into that. So let's start with the question, what is holistic ophthalmology? Glad you asked. So holistic ophthalmology is this. It is a way of looking at the eyes in the eye disease as it relates to your entire body, right? Conventional biomedical ophthalmology pretty much just looks at your eyes, the eyes organ. That's it. It's more of a mechanical way of looking at the body and relatively disassociative. So it disassociates the eyes both structurally and functionally from the rest of the body. And that's not good because a lot of these eye conditions, barring eye traumas, like obviously, God forbid, there's a car accident or some type of injury that affects your eyes. Of course, that's just a structural damage. But we're talking more here about neurodegenerative, neurovascular eye issues, things like retinitis pigmentosa, Usher syndrome, rod cone dystrophy, cone rod dystrophy, macular degeneration, Stargardt's, diabetic retinopathy, autoimmune conditions like uveitis, scleritis, glaucoma, open angle and normal tension glaucoma, eye strokes. So all of these conditions do have systemic underlying conditions that drive your eye condition. So this is why conventional biomedicine and conventional ophthalmology doesn't really have answers for you guys, for your loved ones, or maybe it's you who's dealing with these eye conditions. So the reason that is because they're pretty myopic, ironically, is they're not zooming out and taking a systemic audit and a systemic understanding of what's going on with the eyes as it relates to the whole body. So it's important to do that. And that's what we mean by holistic. Holistic means we're looking at the whole body, and as it relates to your eyes and your vision, of course, right? That's the idea. So the objective, therefore, is for us to say, yeah, a patient comes in with glaucoma, macular degeneration, an eye stroke, diabetic retinopathy, so on and so forth. And yeah, of course, the goal is to try to help recover vision and keep it, help you recover as much as we can and keep what you got. That's our objective here. But in order to do that, we have to understand what's actually driving this condition, what underlying systemic factors are contributing to your progressive degenerative vision loss, or even something like an eye stroke or an ischemic episode with the optic nerve. There's something that drove that, right? You can't just do an injection or take some drugs or antihypertensives and even things like glaucoma, right? Let's say so conventional glaucoma specialists will only focus on the eye pressure, right? That's it. And we know that gives people a false sense of security because lowering eye pressure and controlling eye pressure can be helpful and is definitely useful, but people with glaucoma who are using eye drops still experience progressive vision loss. Why is that? Because there are these other holistic systemic factors involved, like inflammation, sometimes autoimmune processes, circulatory issues, optic nerve, blood flow to the optic nerve, hypoxia, toxicity. There are these factors, sometimes again, viruses, infections, bacterial infections. All these things can be contributing factors to that state that's causing, again, things like accelerated degeneration, vision loss, even acute episodes like eye strokes or brain strokes that affect your vision. So again, with holistic ophthalmology, we really have to sit down and take time, right? It requires time to investigate, to audit, to unpack, to take a look at the body, look at your blood work, look at what systems, take a structural and functional analysis of what's going on with your vision, because if we don't understand it, what can we do, right? It's not like cataract surgery is pretty easy, right? You have an oxidized lens, you take it out, that's pretty mechanical. You put in a new lens. But some of these neurovascular disease or neuroimmune issues that are going on with the eyes or infections, it's not quite that simple, right? Glasses are more mechanical issue. It's a refractive issue. It's pretty easy to fix, but they're using this same model of kind of a mechanical way of looking at the eyes that's just not working, right? For the last 200 years, conventional biomedicine keeps looking for a surgical procedure, or a drug that's going to cure, some of these vision loss conditions, and it's not happening, right? There's a lot of research on stem cell and gene therapy, and look, stem cells been researched for a long time, and the pharmaceutical companies are looking for the magic bullet that's really going to cure these eye conditions, and it just simply isn't. It's not going to happen. I do think that maybe gene therapy is possible. I think that some of these other a biotechnology for sure is going to come out and be useful. But we still need to look at the environment. Again, conventional biomedicine tends to look at the body like a mechanic, right? It's more parts as parts, where holistic way of looking at the body through things like Chinese medicine, functional medicine, naturopathic medicine, Ayurveda. We look at the body as more of a garden in an ecosystem. And we realize that if the body isn't healthy, it can affect the vision, just like it can affect other parts of the body as well. But in this case, obviously, we're talking about your vision. So yes, we want to deal with the root cause and understand what's going on with your underlying causes. There are hypertension, diabetes, autoimmune infections, cardiovascular disease. Like, what is going on with your body? We need to understand that. What meds you're taking? What's your lifestyle like? What comorbidities? What are your genetic tendencies like? What accidents or injuries have you had? So we need to look at your body, and that's why patients come in. We give them this stack of forms to fill out, and you start asking people about their bowel movement and how that relates to their vision, and actually it does. And we're going to have a segment on that we're going to talk about digestion and elimination, how that correlates to healthy vision. So I wanted to take some time and explain that to you guys, where we're really looking at this root branch idea. The branch, of course, being your eye condition, and focusing on that, on helping and improving and recovering your vision and preserving it, but also understanding these underlying factors that are driving progressive vision loss. And that's really what we call holistic ophthalmology, is understanding your whole body physiologically and functionally, and look at that from that perspective. So if you guys have any questions about that or want to take the conversation any further, please comment below, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any more questions on that, or my staff, if you are looking to book an appointment to come see us. Either do in-office treatment or a telehealth treatment, or you're looking for maybe supplements or interested in alternating current stimulation, feel free to reach out to me and or my staff. We are here for you. Remember, your vision is our mission. Take care, guys. Have a great rest of your day.